Alright, so Proving Grounds is back again. Um, Not much has changed with my roster since the last video about Proving Grounds, but I do have one thing that I want to try prior to just clearing it with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren like I did last time. And that's just that I now have a fully reliced up Emperor Palpatine team. And so I do just want to try that real quick to see if possibly this can complete the Proving Grounds. We tried Jedi Knight Revan and Padme last time a few times, and it never really worked. So we are just going to give this a try. Clearly, all of their preloaded turn meter is very bad for us, especially with those cooldown increases. That really hurts. It just preventing us from even getting going, and it's a bit ridiculous that they got it on everybody except Darth Talon. And of course I have the Dazon Mara, so there was no way that I was gonna get anything out of that either. This is probably going to be a, let's say, for the sake of argument, completely BS attempt. I don't see this getting very far at all. I mean, you can see I've already, lost Darth Vader, and all he got to do was use his basic one. Smar is about to go down. There goes Revan. And I haven't even killed one trooper yet. It's maybe if they hadn't gotten, a guaranteed days and guaranteed cooldown increases on literally my entire team, that could have gone a little differently. We are going to try it again. Maybe I just had some really, really bad RNG, but something tells me that I didn't. I would have to go watch my other video to see exactly how extreme, exactly how bullshit this whole thing was last time. It was probably pretty bullshit, if we're being completely honest. I mean, look at this. It's all cooldown increases on everybody again. And I'm not even doing damage to Stormtrooper. I didn't even see the team get dazed, honestly. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Vader's merciless massacre is the only reason he's able to do anything, and that's just because he took an extra turn, so he cleansed himself off. Yep, it looks like this is still a bullshit event that is not actually meant for people to get shards. It's meant for people who whaled out or possibly managed to get a free-to-play Galactic Legend. And if I recall correctly, I barely even cleared the Mandalorians last time with my Galactic Legend. I mean, look at this. How are you supposed to do anything against this without a Galactic Legend? Oh, wow, yeah, Darth Talon is totally gonna solo a full health and protection Mandalorian team with 18 stacks of clan loyalty. Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. I know that this isn't an ideal Emperor Palpatine lineup, but the fact that 3 Relic 7s and 2 Relic 5s can't accomplish anything is just so asinine. It's absolutely stupid. I mean, watch. It's probably going to take me more than one try to do this with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, if I had to guess. cleanse the healing immunity. Probably just going to get put right back on in a second. I mean, look. Relic 5. Instantly killed by some Relic 3s. Just instantaneous. Relic 8, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And I did, what, a fifth of his protection? My Hux isn't even barely going, and there's no point in using his special because, you know, all it's going to do is reduce his max health due to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's leader ability. 2,000 damage. I critted with a Relic 7 General Hux against a Relic 3 Stormtrooper and got 2,000 damage. You've got to be kidding me. Like, look at this. How do you run circles? I know I don't have a ridiculously fast Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, but how the fuck does a Moff Gideon team run circles around 571 speed on a Galactic Legend? Like, I get upping the difficulty a little bit, but there's a difference between upping the difficulty a little bit and making it completely impossible for anyone who doesn't have a Galactic Legend, which is what they've done here. They've made it completely impossible for anybody who does not have a Galactic Legend. And it's insane. It's absolutely insane that they think that this is an acceptable event to get characters that are over a year old. And I mean, Commander Tano is good, and Razor Crest is required in order to unlock Executor, but that's it. That's all you get out of this event right now. A few months from now, I think Maul should be added to the event. But look at that. 1 star with a relicked out the ass, not poorly modded team. And there's a bug, apparently, because it didn't even mark that I got a star. So I bet you even if I did somehow manage to get 3 stars, which the only way I see somebody doing that is with, like, Jedi Master Luke and a Jolee Bindo on the team, or Jedi Master Kenobi. Even if I did get 3 stars on that, I probably wouldn't even be able to sim it if I did pay this ridiculous 2,200 crystal refresh price. 2,200 crystals for 20 shards of a character. That's insane. Like, I don't think that General Anakin Skywalker or Darth Malak even require that many crystals to buy shards of their character. And this isn't even buying shards. This is refreshing a bullshit battle so that way you can sit there and deal with the bullshit of that battle in order to get 20 shards. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited to have Proving Grounds come around again because I still need these shards, but look at this. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous what you have to go through against. This isn't even a good Mandalorians team. This is just Imperial Super Commandos and Gar Saxon. In what realm, in what fucking universe does this become a good team when you put it together? And how did that Imperial Super Commando not even hardly take any damage? What's with all of those attacks that Gar Saxon just took? And what is the explanation for any of this shit? Look at that. None of them even died. And now I have to survive this round. Thank God somehow the speeds worked out, because otherwise I wouldn't be surprised if Maul took like 4 whole turns before Supreme Leader Kylo Ren got to go again and activate his ult. And again, a bug. So I didn't even get that star that it showed that I got. And then just for posterity's sake, let me come over to the store real quick. Okay, so I was wrong. So you can flat out buy 20 shards for a total of 3,600. For 3,600 crystals, you can buy 20 shards. For 2,200 crystals, you can refresh a BS battle to get 20 shards on a conquest character that, honestly, whenever I do unlock Commander Ahsoka Tano, what am I going to do with her? I'm going to slap her in my Padme team because, here, I'll just go to Galactic Republic. Because I don't have Jedi Master Kenobi. I don't even have that good of a Padme team. The only reason I have this Padme team is because my guild said, hey, we want everybody to get a Relic 5 Padme team. And I haven't unlocked C-3PO yet, so I used Grandmaster Yoda for my team. The only reason I chose Grandmaster Yoda is because he works well with Jedi Knight Revan. Commander Ahsoka Tano, 92. 330 minus 90, that's 240. So I got to do Proving Grounds 12 more times. So a year from now, I will unlock a Commander Ahsoka Tano. So that way I can put her in my Padme team. Because a year from now, I'm not going to have Jedi Master Kenobi. Plain and simple. I'm not even really working towards him. I have Razor Crest unlocked because I finally finished going through the absolutely bullshit drop rates for character shards and got Queel and Cara Dune to 7 stars. But I'm not actually interested in Bando at all right now. And until I make an Executor push, which is not going to be anytime soon, Bando is going to stay at level 1, gear 1. I just don't think that this event was done well. In completely unrelated news, for anybody who's looking or interested, I do have... Oh, I can do a Zeta. I do have Starkiller unlocked, and I do have him almost to gear 13. I have also sworn off spending on this game. I'm not ready to quit it yet because I have invested a lot of money in this game. And I do really like Star Wars. But I've sworn off spending on this game, planning to stick to it simply because I don't agree with how CG does this game. I don't agree with the way that they have marketed things. The fact that they don't even advertise for this game. They're not trying to get a new player base. Their only interest really is in making their new Lord of the Rings game that's going to be free-to-play friendly for maybe 6 months to a year. And then that's going to become pay-to-win as well, just like this, which is why I probably won't even play that. I actually just recently started playing Disney Mirrorverse, which I'm enjoying that game. Probably not going to make any videos on it, at least not anytime soon. But, let's just take, for example, look at this, $5 flash sale. So, 10 Carbantes, 10 stun cuffs, and 10 stun guns. Well, that's a grand total of 140, 130, so 410 crystals of gear and 500 crystals for $5. So normally $5 would get me 610 crystals. Now it gets me the equivalent of 910 crystals. I would say that wouldn't be a bad deal to get, simply because it comes with the Carbantes and the stun cuffs and the stun guns. But let's see if they have any of the really crappy deals in here. Which also, I think that these little gambling packs right here for the relic materials, I actually do like those. That is one thing that I will say CG did well. I'm kind of surprised at how relatively good deals they have going on in the shop right now. These are always a what am I trying to say? These ones are always a little trap. I think these are the ones that I'm thinking of. No, these are not actually. These ones are not a trap, I would say. I would just watch out with these ones. It's $25 is a steep price. $25 also would get you only the 2 Chirotechs. So it does come with a bunch of other gear on top of that. This is technically a good deal. But I just don't agree with the way that they do these things. Like here, $20 for 15 shards of General Kenobi and 1,250 crystals. Well, 1,250 crystals, that's just shy of what $10 would get you in crystals. So $10 for 15 shards of General Kenobi. Or I can sim the tank raid 2.5 times. How's that a good deal in any universe? And I'm just ignoring the ability materials because those are not necessary. And then look at this, $40. I'm sorry, I can get these from the Squad Arena shipments. This, as we discussed, $10 worth of crystals. So $30 for 20 negotiator shards. That's not a good deal. And I don't see any of the ones in here that I would like to talk about. I did buy the Radis pack that came with the guaranteed 30 shards, which anybody who didn't buy it or didn't notice, that pack used to cost $30. That pack this time cost $40, and the only difference was that it came with 4 Omicrons, which means that CG has set what they consider Omicron value to be at $2.50 for 1 Omicron. $2.50 times 20. They consider applying 1 Omicron to a character to be valued at $50. And if I recall correctly, they've had Omicron packs in the store that gave you like maybe 10 for $40. So they don't even keep consistency with their own prices. And here, let's see if I get some abysmal shard rates like I was talking about. Not as bad as I've been getting. Today actually is the 4th day that I've been resumed farming up Piet shards, and today is also the first day out of those 4 days where I got a Piet drop. I got Poe drops the other 3 days, and then today I got 1 drop for Piet, so I got 2 shards of Piet, and 0 Poe. It's just insane to me how poor these drop rates are. And for anybody who's noticing, right now, I'm farming up the stars so that way I can get all of the characters required for Sith Eternal Emperor to 7 stars. While I do that, I am gearing Starkiller's team that I'm using him with into the relics for now, because farming Visas Mar just doesn't work into my plan. I'm using Jedi Training Rey because I had the requirements to get her pretty much already, so I just did that. I already had Juhani from unlocking Darth Revan, so I just geared her up a little bit and applied her Omicron on her because, quite frankly, I care about Territory Wars much more than I care about Grand Arena. I think that Grand Arena is important because it's where you get your free crystals from, but the only thing that makes this game bearable for me to play is my guild, and so I want to do what I can to help them. And one of the easiest things that I can do to help them is to have a badass Starkiller team. I was going for Starkiller anyway. I was planning to go for Starkiller, give him his Omicrons, and have a badass Grand Arena team. But then when Juhani's Omicron came out, I decided to give her hers before I gave Starkiller his, just because, like I said, I care about Territory Wars more. And actually, like I was saying, I have a Zeta available, and I still need to give Jedi Training Rey her Zeta for this, so I'm going to do that real quick. I'm not bothering with her Defiant / Omega or her Inspirational Leader Zeta just because, or Inspirational Presence Zeta, I'm sorry, just because I'm not using her with the Resistance team right now. I'm using her with Starkiller, so her abilities that influence Resistance teams mean nothing to me. Now, though, that I have pretty much finished with all the Zetas that I wanted to apply, this is the last Zeta I want to apply for that team. I'm going to get this on Mara Jade. Hopefully, this will only take me probably about a week to get the materials for that. And then once I give her that Zeta, I can start working on applying Zetas on characters like Piet, and Omegas on characters like Piet, because if you look at I don't have a journey in progress. If you just go look at the Sith Eternal Emperor requirements, which I'm sure that most people have already done this, looked at this, seen yada yada, whatever you want to do, but the only actually strong team besides Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader that you can make out of this is part of an Imperial Troopers team. Because you get Piet, you get Veers, and you get Stark. You make part of an Imperial Troopers team out of this. Might as well just put a little bit of effort into getting those last two. Once I am finished with Piet, Krennic, Sith Marauder, and as you saw, IG-2000, once I'm done getting those all to 7 stars, and IG-2000 is just so that way I can get my Millennium Falcon to 7 stars. Once I finish getting all of those to 7 stars, and I'm looking for a new hard node, I guess I will move on to Dark Trooper as my next hard node, just because, I'm going to need something to farm for that daily, and Dark Trooper is really a character that fulfills all of the it's been a long day at work, is really a character that brings the Imperial Troopers all together. And then after that, I don't know, maybe I'll do Range Trooper. Range Trooper is really the source of the bonus turn meter for the team, so it makes sense. Maybe I'll do Moff Gideon, because Moff Gideon is amazing. And as long as I outrun my opponents, which I usually do, I put a fair amount of effort into mods in this game, so I tend to outrun my opponents relatively easily. As long as I outrun my opponents, Moff Gideon is just going to extend the period of time that I'm outrunning them for. And so that's going to be really helpful there. But, it's... Like I was saying before about Proving Grounds, though, it's just ridiculous to me how difficult they made Proving Grounds. I am just... I don't want to say shocked, not flabbergasted or anything like that. It's just unbelievable how little CG actually cares about the free-to-play community. Like, a prime example of how little they care about literally anything except the whales that are all the way at the end game is I have a free-to-play account that's only level 64, I think, and in Galactic War, you probably didn't know this, but can't show it on here, but in Galactic War, it doesn't have the little thing that it has here, where it shows you what the enemy team you're going up against is. It doesn't show you that in Galactic War. It's like they just oversaw, like, it was just an oversight. They were like, oh yeah, all the players that we care about, they're simming Galactic War, so why would we bother to add it there? Or maybe they just forgot that Galactic War even existed. It's insane how little they care about their player base. Absolutely insane. I mean, I know it's been brought up time and time again by other content creators, but just like the fact that Squad Arena even has a limit to the number of times that you can do it in a given day. I just don't see this being a sustaining thing unless CG makes those simple quality of life changes that people actually want. And, I remember from my bot assignments earlier that I needed to place that platoon. This is the only one I got assigned this time for some reason. And yes, we are doing Darkside Hoth. We normally do Darkside Geos, but we decided we wanted to try and get that sweet achievement for max stars. And we're a newly reformed guild, so we actually show that we've never attempted Darkside Hoth, and we didn't want it to stay blank on our guild screen when you look at it. So we decided, you know what, we're just going to give Darkside Hoth a quick shot, see how it goes, and hopefully it goes well. God, my Imperial Troopers are not good, but I hope that this is good enough to clear the IPD mission. Honestly, I have not done the IPD mission in, I don't know, probably like over a year. So I have no idea, and I have no experience with Imperial Troopers, so I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I guess I want to mark down my stormtrooper or my shore trooper. I would assume. And I want, even though nobody was low on health, I want to taunt. So let's do this, and now we will deal with the consequences of our actions in a terrible way. And they all have defense up, which kind of sucks. I don't actually think that this is going to go all that well for me. We'll see. Maybe Dark Trooper will carry us to victory, even though he's only at 6 stars and like gear 8. Let's do this. Boo, boo, boo. I'm pretty sure he gained health from that. Yeah, this is not going all that well for me. It's a bit unfortunate. Gosh, I don't even want to mark anybody down because anybody else is probably just going to get absolutely wrecked. Let's try Veers. Hopefully Veers will survive the marking. It doesn't look like Veers is going to survive that marking. Oh, this is going to go really poorly really quick. It's already going poorly really quickly, actually. Like, really, really poorly, really, really quickly. Nope, the AoE was not enough, and that sucks. Okay, well, hey, Shore Trooper finally decided to take another turn. Now he can die. Yeah, I don't actually know that I'm gonna earn an IPD shard. This is, wow, this is upsetting. It is upsetting to see how bad my Imperial Troopers team is. Good God. This is just insane. even Dark Trooper there, it didn't do anything for me. He's just not a high enough gear level to actually deal with these things. I guess we do this. And Captain Han Solo has a revive, right? So maybe we just start beating on him. Let's mark Shore Trooper. Just so that way we can maybe give some bonuses over to Piet. But it doesn't look like I'm going to be winning this, which is unfortunate. This is just insane. And he dodged it. So what was the point? What even was the point? And here we go. She dodges, and that's game, set, match. No IPD shard from me. I guess I just need to slap a few more gear levels on my troopers. Actually, no, I don't, because we'll hopefully never be doing this again. And that is really annoying to have happen. Very much an annoyance. And then my bounty hunters actually aren't that good, because my bounty hunters are only good with Mando and Greef. And can't really use those in a dark side territory battle. But hey, whatever, man, right? Somehow the weakest is always under stealth. You ever notice that? The weakest enemy is always under stealth, and then you gotta make somebody else the weakest enemy. But of course, because RNG hates you, who the weakest enemy is changes immediately as soon as you use your AoE. I don't even know why I used my AoE there. God. And I'm not going to do all of my territory battles on video here. I have no reason to do that. I'm only doing the ones that are assigned to specific factions. And what even was that? They all just renewed their stealth and gained nothing. God. That Proving Grounds, honestly, put me in such a bad mood. Like, I'm not even sure that I even want to finish doing my territory battles at all. But, regardless, just to recap on what we've talked about. God, they all just went back to full protection. Just to recap on what I talked about, the game is fun, and I do like the game. I no longer agree with spending money on this game simply because I don't like how CG is doing things. That's not to say that I think that nobody else should spend money. I think that people should do what they want with their money, besides, hurting themselves in any way. If you can't afford to spend, don't afford to spend. If you can and you want to, that's on you. CG's terrible servers, taking forever to tell me that I won. Anyway, I guess just have a nice day, and hopefully the game improves in some way in the future. I really hope this game improves in some way in the future. Alright. Well, bye.